short cruises. I don't know.
Well, that would actually make sense because from Galveston you can do a 4-day to Cozumel or a 5-day with Cozumel Progresso. You can do a 5-day with Cozumel and Costa Maya. You know, I mean, that would make sense to put the Mardi Gras over there. I would think.
Right.
Yeah. So, Mona popped in. Hey, Mona, glad you be here.
No,
I don't think nobody's booked it yet.
I know that the transatlantic was a 15-day, I think, and for an interior room, it's like close to $1,500 a person or $2,000 a person.
Oh yeah,
for an interior room for transatlantic.
Hey Shannon, glad you could be here. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. Maybe you're sitting in the pool watching us this evening.
But I mean, I would be cool with like the first person in that cabin because I'd sure fight in that bed.
Right.
All night long.
So you already booked the wheel. You may have been the first one.
Wow.
He's doing the TA1 and the inaugural.
Yeah. Derek, I know Derek's got a group cruise on Festival.
Yeah, he does. I saw that today.
Yep.
I did see that today.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like to go on the first couple cruises. I want to wait a while, let all the bugs get worked out.
Work the bugs out, man.
And two, that $1,500 a person will be down to $800 a person.
Well, look, you really can't always go on that because look at the Triumph or the Sunrise. It's still got problems.
Oh yeah, yeah, but it don't have the problems it did on day one.
I think the does the Vista still have propulsion problems, or they get all that squared away?
It's supposedly it's all squared away right now, but any of them, got that age on them, they can pop up at any time. Of course, I hope it does fine starting September the 20th through October 4th.
There you go.
But if they have to add a few days on it, I reckon we'll just suffer and have a few more days. Long as we got some power.
Right.
That's the thing. I need power and air conditioning.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yep.
And then what was it? Something else I was going to bring up, and damn, I forgot. Old age.
Hold on. Hey, Rick.
Yeah.
Look up into the top right corner of your StreamYard screen. And
I already hit that. That's going on now.
Okay.
But it didn't go to my thumbnail. It opened up, and I don't know why it didn't go through my thumbnail.
It made its own thumbnail.
Yeah. So I'm looking over on YouTube, and everything's set up there, but it's not. It's not showing anything over there. I don't know what the heck was YouTube thinking.
Right.
Oh well.
All right. Go ahead, Uncle Dave. I'm sorry.
What? No, I wasn't. I'm just, hey. We got story number 3 if you want to get into it.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
And this came out yesterday. Let me put my notes up here so I can speak halfway intelligent. Diana Ross has unexpectedly bowed out as the Star of the Seas godmother.
Yeah, I was not happy about that.
A new godmother will be selected, but no potential choices have been revealed. Star of the Seas will be named
I volunteer for it.
Evening ceremony at Port Canaveral on Wednesday, August 20th.
I made a good godmother, man.
Do you understand what I'm telling you? They have like 7 days to find a godmother.
I know. It's not a good situation.
Royal Caribbean was like, they were disappointed Diana Ross was on the table, unable to join as Godmother Star of the Seas. The singer canceled her appearance on board the new ship, and the naming ceremony is scheduled for Wednesday, August 20th, in the ship's iconic Aqua Dome neighborhood.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was about.
They didn't know if it had anything, because she has a concert schedule, I think, in Europe.
Yeah.
I believe it's in Europe. It says the reasons behind Ross's cancellation, withdrawal from the naming ceremony have not been released. She has just completed a UK arena tour. That's what it is. And is scheduled to begin her Beautiful Love US tour on August 16th in Saratoga, California. So, I mean, and they didn't know, and she's 81, so they didn't know if it was like health issues or maybe the tour was more important. Right. And I mean, which I get it. I would rather, dude, look, I'm going to further my career than fix your car. You know what I mean? So that's a given.
Man. This is the Royal Caribbean ship, man. Come on.
All right.
It's not like a carnival ship.
You said it right there. It's a ship.
It is the star.
Yeah, right.
It's
not a carnival ship. I got you.
Hey, Kimberly, I'm glad you could be here. Appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, so I mean, crazy stuff in cruising, man, and also a little tidbit. I don't know if any of you guys are going to touch on it, but I'm going to. The cruiser that went down the slide and the slide broke is suing the cruise ship.
I mean, within hours.
I mean, did you see the size of the hole in that tube?
Yeah.
Dude, that could have shaved the rump roast right off of him.
Jay was shipwise.
Lucky he went over it when he go down through it.
Right. Exactly.
You can see the dark shape go through there. All of a sudden, pieces of it start falling out after the guy went through there.
Yeah.
And then I was watching Tony on La Lita Loca, and people started talking about, well, the guy was overweight. I'm like, no, because, I mean, I've never gone down the slides, but I've been up there, not on royal ships, but like on carnival ships. Sometimes there is a scale where they weigh you before you go down that thing. And it was either green for go or red for stop. And evidently he had the green for go, and he went, and that's what happened. So, but then they also said
there'll be a scale on all of them now.
But then they also said that it was leaking prior to that. It was, leaking water prior to that. So I don't know. That's I can't confirm or deny. But that is my little tidbit of cruise news for the evening.
Well, if they got record of it leaking in that area before it broke, then he's pretty well got a slam dunk case there. They knew there was a potential issue. I mean, of course, it won't never go to court. They'll wind up selling out of court. Whatever he's suing for, they'll offer him half of that, and he'll take it and be happy, and they'll hope it dies down. Because there'll be he'll buy it. Can't talk about it. And,
right.
He'll buy his own cruise ship. There's about to be a fourth Margaritaville at sea.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Shannon said she went down and scratched her back, so she won't. She didn't see any scales there, but she ain't going back down them.
Well, I didn't read it. That's just I watched that, and that's what I was told through another content creator, that there are scales there. I mean, you got to figure the one of the largest cruise ships in the world. They're like, so I bypass all of that. They're like, well, we need to step on the scale. Now I'm going to get a beer. Thanks. Have a nice day.
Well, Liberty Seas on their last sailing, one of her last sailings out of Galveston, I said, I'm going to hit one of those tubes, man. There wasn't a whole lot of people on the ship who were fighting for the tubes and all that. So I went up there and I slid down it, and I halfway down. They only had a little trickle of water going through it. I stopped by halfway down and I wore my rear end out. I was huffing and puffing by the time I got down to the bottom of that thing. And I had to sit down there for a good 15, 20 minutes to catch my breath. I said, and my wife says,
Rick, it's like when we were kids on those metal slides. And you go down and just your skin is just like,
yes. Yeah. My wife, she said, she gave me that look and says, now, you know why you don't need to go down a slide? I said, I do now. She said, you're getting too old and you're too big for that kind of thing. No, you are banned from. Here's another thing I'm banned from now.
Right. I banned myself. Like my first cruise, I was with a friend of mine and his son, and he's like, "Hey, Dave, you want to go down a water slide with my son?" No. That's a hard pass, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get some of that pizza and a beer. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to slide into some pizza. That's what I'm about to do.
Right.
Yeah. I have done what Shannon's done. Stand up there in the kiddie area and wait for that bucket of water to dump to cool off.
I told my buddy I'd go to the water slide with his son, wait for him to come down. And when he came down, I was standing at the pool at the end. So when he come down, I just got splashed. I'm like, yeah, woo-hoo. There we go. I'm good.
Oh, Lord.
Did you go down the water slide? Yeah, man. Look, you can't see me. I'm all wet.
But I've been down several of them. I haven't been down none the last, 4 or 5 cruises at least. But we have been down. I don't know if we'll go down anymore or not. But I know I'm probably not going to go down the ones in Celebration Key. It's hard for me to spend $15 for 2 or 3 trips.
Wow.
Well, no, from what I understand, the $15 is like an all-day thing.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna walk up and down that thing but a couple times and I'm done.
Yeah, I know. You and me both, Sherman.
I mean, they didn't put no elevator in there.
True story.
True story.
That's like I went to Roatan, Honduras with Carnival. They got their they got that magic chair. They're like, it's $15. I'm like, just to go to the freaking beach? They're like, no, it's for all day. Dude, I made 9 laps on that thing. I got on there. I went to the beach. I hung out, had a few drinks, got back on, came back across the other side, found a little bar, got some more drinks, got back on, went back. Oh, yeah, dude, my day was great. That was the second time I went there. The first time, it was storming and lightning, and they closed the damn thing, so I had to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Angie. The slides ought to be free, but
they should. They really should.
Ain't really nothing free out there, I don't think. Pool noodles, you can't everything. So, but they got to make money back to pay for everything to put in there, I'm sure. So.
Give it to the kids for like, $5 or $7 for all day. Adult wants to go $8, $9, $10.
No. Right.
I mean, they're not doing anything but making money.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Can't you take your own float? You got to pay the rent the $10 pool noodles. So.
And Coach Cruz mentioned something about that. Can you imagine renting a pool noodle that's been used like 4,700 times? People riding on them and grinding on them and all. No.
Well, shoot.
That's unbelievable, man.
Renting them for $10 a piece, they could throw them away at the end of the day because they can go to the dollar store.
And but it's not those little bitty ones. They're like 6 or 8 inches diameter. Right. They're big. That's not the little cheap ones that us peasants buy for our swimming pools. Right. They're big ones.
Yep.
I'm not getting on one. No.
No.
My water activity
got off of it. No. Mm-mm.
My water activity is sitting at the bar at the wet bar. It's sitting on the stool by the wet bar in the pool. Yeah. That's my water activity. Yes.
That's it.
That and that lazy river thing sitting in the inner tube on that.
Yeah. Yeah, Shannon, you can bring it and try. We'll see. But supposedly people have been trying, and they've been telling them they couldn't have them in the lagoon. They've been taking them.
Oh wait, let me ask you something. All right, so what about the people that have like smaller kids? Let's say 3, 4, 5 years old. You know, they got the blow up swimmies for the kids' arms. They can't bring those.
I don't know. I know what she's talking about is like a little, you can blow up on each side, and it's got a little swing seat in the middle, pretty much, where you can sit in and float around.
If I brought one of my granddaughters, they're all basically about anywhere from 2 to 4 years old, and we want to go in the pool, especially my 4-year-old granddaughter. And I can't put her floaties on her to take her out in the pool. I got to rent them. My cherub-like demeanor will disappear quickly.
They may tell you they got them free life preservers over there like they have on the pool Lido deck. They got them over there so they can put them on. I don't know. I wouldn't think they would say that a small kid couldn't have floaties on their arms. I mean, that would be setting herself up for another lawsuit.
Yeah. The lazy rivers extended my thrills. That's what I'm talking about.
See, instead of the swim up bar, they need to have the lazy river just go right by the bar. All right, Rick. I reckon you can get ready for your hot off the press news you've been working so hard this afternoon to get for us, and I mean we got to pay you overtime and everything else for you to for you to go out and get it today.
I tell you what, man, Galveston is going to live up to this name, man. The darling of the cruise ports in America. This outfit, they're the ones that did the master plan for Galveston in 2019, the last one that is supposed to be for 20 years. Well, they've blown out that one. They got everything done in 5 years instead of 20 years, so the port had to get a new one done. And this one that they haven't voted on yet, but they presented it. I have the present. If anybody wants to see that presentation, I think I have it on my Facebook page already of the full presentation, both the cargo stuff and everything else. But they do show. I've been talking about this for a while. Is Royal Caribbean splitting that terminal over there and bringing in 2 ships? It actually it's not really a big split. It's just that they're moving it back a little further, and they're going to fill in that one slip there to the east of where the Texas is going to go. Battleship Texas is going to be in that west slip, and the east slip will be filled in. So they're going to reclaim some acreage there. Right. But they're going to have a kind of like a satellite terminal out there for the second ship to come in. And then they're going to develop all that stuff. They're going to put in some parking garages there where the Royal Caribbean parking is now. There's going to be some parking garages eventually coming there. There's going to be some walkable areas. Going to be a lot of landscaping. They're going to develop a lot of that stuff along harbor side and put in retail, restaurants, hotels, more hotels there in the port area, and eventually over to the east of all that is going to be some like apartments and stuff. Going to the west from that, you're going to have where Carnival has their 2 terminals there that they use. It's not quite exclusively Carnival, but they're the lead tenant on those 2, and they're already discussing with the port. Now the Royal Caribbean is already discussing with the port and splitting that over there. They're pretty far along in the conversation over there. Mm-hmm. Carnival's doing the same thing with the 2 terminals they have. That they're going to improve those, either knock them down and rebuild them to be something in the same vein as the Royal Caribbean terminal and the MSC terminal. They like this. The MSC is going to be ultra modern and all that too. So They plan that they're pushing for all this stuff to happen, and quite possibly grab another cruise terminal on the other side of 28. The terminal number 1, which is the original terminal, is actually terminal 25, and 28 is that expansion one they built to the west, that where Royal Caribbean used to go. Where the grain elevators, well, I've been saying all along, even before they even knocked down the grain elevator, they said they need to knock down the grain elevator, put a cruise terminal over there. Well, there's a pretty good chance it's going to happen now. That'd be the 6th terminal.
Right.
And they still have room down the road to put the 7th terminal. Now, the timeline they're saying is the 5th terminal, which will be the Royal Caribbean expansion, will be done by 2028. In the early 2030s, the Terminal 6 will come in. That's the one where the grain elevator is. And then the 7th terminal will be built in 2040-ish. Way things go with this wharf board, they have these dates, but everything seems to move forward.
Right.
Now, probably will be about
2040. I'm never going to see that. I'm never going to see that.
No, it'll move up to 2030 at a minute at max.
I might not even see that.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
that ain't but 5 years.
I've only cruised Carnival, but I've gone out of Galveston at the Carnival port multiple times. I really never found it overcrowded or a pain in the ass or none of that. I got out of the car, shot right through security, went up, did my thing, passport, bing, 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 go through. Oh, you need to go to guest services? No, I don't. Everything's on file. Okay, well, then go get on the ship. And I'm going,
Right.
Same thing with Miami, but I'm not talking about Miami.
Yeah. I hadn't never been out of Galveston yet, but we will be next year on the Booze Cruise 4.0. We'll be going out then.
Viva?
Yeah.
Are you going on a Booze Cruise?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
I'm going next month I'm going on a Paradise with Chris and Liz. But when I come back, I'm booking that cruise with Eddie.
There you go.
Well, I'm not booking it with Eddie, but I'm booking that cruise to go with Eddie.
Right.
Well, while we're talking about it, let me show you a little something.
Set sail on the 4.0 Booze Cruise, hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios. Departure, October 31st, 2026 from Galveston, Texas. Itinerary. Day 1, departure from Galveston, Halloween night kickoff. Day 2, fun day at sea. Day 3, Cozumel. Day 4, Bay Islands, Honduras. Day 5, Harvest Bay, Belize. Day 6, Costa Maya. Day 7, fun day at sea. Day 8, return to Galveston, memories that haunt forever. Don't miss out, reserve your cabin today.
So, had to throw a little plug in there for Eddie.
Hey, let me go take care of this dog real quick. I'll be right back, fellas.
All right. but yeah, so that'll be our first time going out of Galveston. So I'm looking forward to the cruise and looking forward to being able to go down to Galveston. We'll probably since it's only a week cruise, we'll probably come down a day or two earlier than we normally would. Normally we come in when we go to port. We always go the day before. We may do so have a extra day or two to spend time down and go around and see some sights while we're down there.
Well, that's why I already had one of the city councilmen write a column in the paper today. Well, it says we need to concentrate more on the cargo side than the cruise side, and I went ahead and wrote up something, a column for the paper. Hopefully it'll get in there by Saturday. I hope it gets in there Friday, but it's kind of a counterpoint to everything he said. I said, what do you think is going to pay for all the cargo stuff? The cruise revenue. Cruise revenue is multi-times what the cargo side is doing right now.
Right.
And see, the port's making a lot of money on those wind turbine stuff that they bring in. And I think that's going to slow down because the government right now is kind of poo-pooing all that windmills being built. So so that I think that's going to, I mean, you don't believe ship after ship comes into Galveston with those turbine blades and stuff like that. And I see them going up the freeway all the time in convoys. And that's a sight to see, by the way. Those turbines, the blades. And they had about a dozen chase vehicles, 3 of them at a time, and they surround it. And so it kind of backs up the traffic behind it. But they kind of go fast. I mean, they don't really back up the traffic too bad. But anyway, the revenue from all that, the cruise industry, now the parking garage, the port manages that. And the guy who's over all the parking and stuff like that, he's a friend of mine. I ran to him tonight at the open house. And I'm telling you, there are going to be more parking garages being built behind each one of those terminals. It's going to be a parking garage like there is at the MSC. Royal Caribbean, they got some parking garages coming. And and they supposed to build parking garages for that Royal Caribbean terminal, but they cut a corner. They cut that out so they get all the stuff put into the terminal itself. But that's coming. And so all the parking garages belongs to the port, and they will make the revenue off all that parking.
Right.
So like I wrote in my column, I said, man, all the money, the city's going to be making money because all the overages and all goes to the city's coffers. So it's a no-brainer, really.
Oh yeah, I mean they can make a lot of money.
Yep.
And
they can still have cargo coming around the terminals, especially the western terminals, because there's plenty of room down there. There's lots of acres down there. They don't have to have everything from Harborside to the terminal filled in for something for the cruise ships and all that, because they got plenty of room out there for laydown yards for cargo deliveries.
Right.
They're talking about doubling the cargo business anyway. Even at these 7 terminals, they can still double the cargo business.
Right. Well, even besides what they'll make at the port, if they increase where they're bringing on, 3 or 4 more huge ships in, increasing, 20, 30,000 people a week coming in, the motels, restaurants, all that stuff, more money. I mean, it's a huge increase.
Think about the employee increase.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, the jobs.
How many more jobs is
doubling the job? Doubling the job. So they
sounds like my best. Sound like my Best Western on Seawall is going to get more expensive. So it sounds like to me.
Well, that's where
it is. Mario's lasagna's prices are going up. Damn it.
Well, that's why I'm gonna stay at that new place when I go down there. That B&B. They got Wade's B&B down there.
The service sucks though. But the dot needs to get off their ass. They need to get working on grading Harborside. That's the main to me, all the terminals they'll work themselves out.
Right.
Harbor side needs to be dealt with, and TxDOT knows it. They have all these diagrams and ideas of proving it. They're talking about elevating harbor side all the way from the freeway to the port. Do it. Get it going. They have a ramp. Instead of going through the traffic lights and over the tracks, have a ramp supposed to go take you directly. That's actually the first phase. Take you from the freeway over the tracks and drops you back down the grade past all that.
Right.
You know, I mean, something I thought about when I was out there, okay, and Rick, we talked about the trains and all of that. I think they should have some sort of commuter train, like from, okay, like Florida has the Bright Line. So
Right.
maybe we could have the Lone Star Line go from Houston Hobby to Galveston and drop people off either at the port or at a central station where they can get everywhere. And I think it'll eliminate a lot of the traffic, especially with those ships coming in with the trucks with the
Right.
big blades, the wind turbines, and all of that kind of stuff. You know, if they had some sort of not really a high speed rail, but just
Right.
a regular train that makes that trip. You know,
Yeah.
a couple of times.
We've been hollering about that for years, Dave. A lot of us down here, we said that those tracks. We'll see what the problem is. The governing entities down here love to have that. It's the friggin' Santa Fe Railroad. They just tight with those tracks, and they just don't want to give up hardly any track time on it.
Right.
So I always said they put another set of tracks right next to it. Then, you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, it's going to cost a lot of money. It's going to cost a shitload of money, but I think the cost overall, with the amount of people you can move, with let's say 10 train cars,
Right.
you know, and you can do like the Bright Line does. You know, you got your premium car, and then you got whatever, and they like with Bright Line, anything, any suitcase over 26 inches, so they charge you for it. Anything under that, you can store it on the car. If it's bigger, then it goes underneath. But I mean, I think I don't know. Like, I don't know for sure, but I mean, it's working for Florida.
Right.
Right.
You know,
but the airport down there is getting some funds to improve it to allow commercial aircraft. Down Galveston.
In Galveston.
Yeah. So
don't let me be able to catch it. Don't let me be able to catch a flight from New Orleans straight to Galveston. You're gonna be like, crap, Dave's coming again this weekend.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yep.
Rick ain't gonna tell us no more what he's gonna put on the grill Sunday because you'd be down there.
Yep. Ribs this Sunday. We're doing ribs.
Rick, should we do these pork chops? Hell no, Dave's coming. Get the burgers out.
Now wait a minute. Now we're using brisket hamburger now, Patty. So I may not throw those out there yet.
Yeah,
I may throw some wieners out there for you. Some bar-ass wieners.
No, get those 3-week-old chicken wings out the freezer. The freezer burnt ones. Get those out. He'll be okay.
Get those out.
Oh. See.
Yeah, made a point there.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
what else you pick up out there today, Rick?
oh man. I don't know what Carnival's doing. I thought they were supposed to have some more announcements this week, but I didn't hear anything more.
Carnival don't even know what they're
doing. Yeah. That's kind of a sad situation, man. But
they they were leading out like there was going to be several big announcements today. And
yeah,
I think really all it was festival and the first when it was going to start and where it was going and that kind of stuff.
You know, and they came out with that, and they're like, big announcement in 2 days, big announcement in 2 days, and I'm like, okay, is it going to be? I mean, I really didn't believe it, but I'm thinking to myself, maybe they revamped the loyalty program. Yeah, no.
No.
That's the only thing I found was the festival.
Yeah,
That
unloyalty program is what it is. That's what it's going to be.
You can take your unloyalty program and go to Celebration Fee and have a great time.
Yeah.
Hey Mandy, glad you could be here. Appreciate you stopping in.
Hey, Miss Mandy, how you doing? Welcome aboard.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I still love Carnival. It's been the only cruise line I've cruised with, but they have given me permission to have an open relationship with other cruise lines.
So you're gonna have to put your pineapple on the door now. Well, I thought they were. I thought today one of the things they were going. I really thought they were going to bring out a addition to the beverage packages. I really thought they were going to announce they had one between the bubbles and the cheers, because John Hale kind of been hinting about that over the past week or so. So I thought that was going to be one of the things today that was going to come out, but that wasn't. So.
You and me both. I was kind of thinking that myself.
Look at Law. Look at Law. Do I need to have a beard?
Yeah, Law. You got to have your beard to be up here. This is the Gray Ghost Show.
No, I told you earlier. This is the Get Off My Lawn show.
Yeah, we got to buy the rights from Bill for that.
Bunch of old disrupt. Now I'm gonna tell you something. The Get Off My Lawn started before Bill. Because when I was in the military, that's what our sergeant major used to say to us after we would cut his grass, and then you didn't walk on the grass in the military. And that was the first thing, get off my lawn. I mean, and the thing is, we joke about it. No, sergeant major was serious. Right? You find yourself mopping hallways and buffing hallways that you didn't even know existed. But,
Oh man, but anyway, I tell you what though, this summer Galveston has nothing but blue water. I mean, maybe 1 or 2 days, I'd say maybe 5, 6 days, it had like muddy water. Like everybody talk about how bad water is in Galveston and all that. I tell you, man, it's been blue water all the way up to the beach all summer long. So I don't know what climatic changes occurred that caused that to happen, but we've been having some beautiful blue water down Galveston all the way up to the beach.
Well, that's good.
Yep. For those
hopefully won't let them come in the Gulf to churn anything up this summer.
Well, they're always that.
Hopefully won't let them come
happen from time to time. Yep. Yeah. Oh man. Law Johnson, do I need to have a beard here? Just a little fuzz will be okay, man. We won't shun you if you have a little fuzz on.
No, 5 o'clock shadow and minimum.
Yeah. I sure hope that boy. I sure hope that boy Jared don't try. Derek, I may have to tell some man, you need to shave that. That's nasty.
I had a friend of mine that goes to the local bar right up here by close to the house. I've known him for 30 years. And Rick, he had a beard that was magnificent, right?
Yeah.
Little bitty guy, and he looked like Santa Claus and Papa Smurf wrapped in the one.
Oh, no one, huh?
I saw him about 2 days ago, clean shaven. I didn't even recognize this dude.
Wow.
I didn't even recognize him. He's like, "Hey, Dave, how's it going?" I'm like, "Kenny?" It was kind of funny.
You still Tony at La Lila Loca. He tried every once in a while to grow a beard, and it's pitiful attempt.
Yeah. The Cam fam.
Hey, Mitch, glad y'all
Hey,
could be
Cam.
here.
The Cam fam. So
What
anyway,
other top secret stuff you find out today?
what's that?
I said, what other top secret stuff did you find out today down there?
Some of that stuff I've been saying they've been having discussions a little more serious now.
Right.
And trying to find out MSC's not MSC usually have celebrities and stuff during all this, like the grand openings and stuff like that. They're keeping it quiet who they plan to bring in for their big grand opening for the terminal down there. They haven't heard yet.
Well, they're scared they'll back out on them like Diana Ross
I
did.
tell you what. Yeah.
That was crazy when I read that, and I'm like, wait a minute. Diana Ross bowed out of being the godmother. I mean, if her tour schedule, I mean, I get it, but like I said before, am I going to go out and make my living, or I'm going to go over and endorse, or fix your car? Well, I'm going to go out and make my living,
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is. Hey, she's a person. She's 81 years old. Leave her alone. Get off her damn lawn.
Yeah. That the fifth terminal's almost inked for that Royal Caribbean expansion. That's close. So,
All right.
And don't know, hadn't heard many. All know the concept of what Carnival's talking to the port about over there. The port's going to take care of Carnival. Let's put it that way. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking just working out the details of who's going to cover what and who's going to pay for what and stuff like that, where they're at now.
Right. Rick, you know a lot about the port and how things go. Do you know? It's just me being curious. Do you know how much the port gets per passenger on a cruise ship? Most of the ports, if not all of them, they get paid per passenger for each sailing. So I was just wondering if you knew how much Galveston was getting per passenger.
The city, I think, has got the tax at $2 per passenger. And then the port on top of that, I think it's like $5, something like that per passenger.
That's a lot, man.
But
that is a lot of money.
But hey, Dave, I'm not finished yet.
Oh, of course you're not.
They have this is a city ordinance. The parking garage has got to pay for every shuttle bus of passengers they bring in and all. They got to pay for that to the port.
No wonder they building 17 new cruise terminals.
Oh yeah.
So you see why these people who are anti-cruise they don't look at the numbers. Money talks.
Hey,
your BS walks.
Hey Vicky, glad you could stop in. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're doing good this evening.
Footy, Miss Vicky, how you doing?
The food is here.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh,
more Ace
there's Scott.
Scott.
Mr. Scott.
Appreciate you coming in.
Hey.
Hope you're doing good. Well,
What's up, Scott?
That's why all the ports want to keep, getting bigger so they can have the huge ships, with the 8,000 passengers and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
See, that's one thing with New Orleans is we can't have here any ship larger than a Dream class.
Right.
Not that you would want one larger than a Dream class,
right?
Because here I have to get my truck inspected and certified for the road, but the roads are not certified for my truck. The construction is going on here, and the way the roads are here, It's and then with the cruise port being like literally a block away from the French Quarter and Bourbon Street and all that. Well, it's more than a block from Bourbon Street, but from the French Quarter, it is literally a madhouse.
Right.
Because you got people getting off at two ships because Norwegian has a ship here. And every once in a while, Royal has a ship here. So sometimes you could possibly have 3 ships offloading and 3 ships reloading. So now you got 8,000 people, say, between 3 ships, plus the normal tourists that are flying in and out of here. It's
Right.
It's ridiculous. It really is.
Oh yeah.
And the cruise port for Carnival is not that big.
Right.
It's not that big.
Yeah.
I know that the port has a binding agreement with Disney to bring in larger and a newer ship than Magic. So I know that. So it's a guess on if it's going to be one of the new ones or what they're going to bring in to replace Magic.
Well, isn't there a new Disney ship being built that can handle like 4,000 or 5,000 passengers?
Yeah, 4,000. It's another Wish class ship. Yeah.
I wish you would.
Right. Yep. Yep.
Oh. All right.
We got some more people slip in here. Najuma.
Yep. Juma come in. Vicky came in.
Yep. Scott.
Scott saying hey to a few folks. So, all right. All right. You got anything else there, Rick?
That's all I have right now.
All right.
Back to you in the studio.
I'll start going over a few things I come up with. One of the cruise lines that most of us hadn't never been on and don't know if we will, but is Cunard, which is under Carnival Corporation. They announced they're going to start charging for their shows on board, on one ship anyway. And they said depending on the show, it can be anywhere from $20 to $60, which it includes some drinks along with it and the show. But you may have people that don't drink and they got to pay $45 to go to the show. And these people are already paying a lot more for the cruise by being on Cunard than any other. It's an upscale luxury cruise.
Yeah.
You know what? I was gonna ask that. Isn't the Cunard like an upper Carnival branded?
A little more British. Yeah, a little more British. Yep.
Yeah, but it's more of a luxury cruise than Carnival or Royal or MSC or.
It's not $400 per person per night for an interior room. Basically,
no. But they right now it's just going to be on the Queen Anne's ship that they have, and like I said, it's the entry fee. Is around $20 a person. That includes a glass of champagne and a souvenir program, and the service charges. That's for the show they have called Fizz, and they have another one called Nor, and that's the $20 show. They have a third show that's called Bittersweet Symphony. That's the one that is $46 a person. And that one includes of course, entry, service charges, and 3 cocktails. So that's, I don't know about, where is this going to go? Start charging for shows and stuff. That's part of why, a lot of people, go on the cruises to go to the shows and everything is included. That's a big plus of cruising versus going on a land vacation, not having to pay for each individual thing you want to do and go to in entertainment wise. So yeah, it's kind of funny that that's another one that's under Carnival Corporation that's making these changes that cost more money to the passengers. Seems like they're building a pattern there. So another thing is Norwegian is trying to catch up and get ahead of Carnival with Celebration Key and some of the other private islands. They're doing a lot of upgrades to Great Stirrup Cay, and they're supposed to be starting to see some of these upgrades as late as this year. Let's see, there the first new feature. I'm like Uncle Dave, I got to read it. Destinations, they're adding another 2-ship pier, so they have 2 more ships at the time, and that's expected to be operational later this year. The other one, they're increasing. They're having a Great Life Lagoon heated pool and splash harbor for kids. That's hoping to have that open by the end of the year. They're putting in new swim up bars, new welcome center, and they're putting in a tram service that they're hoping to have that operational before the end of the year. They're also hoping spring of 26 have a hammock bay, open air areas, and over 50 hammocks and a dedicated bar to that area.
I like that. I don't mind a dedicated bar.
Yeah.
Or just a bar in general. But yeah, right. Dedicated is fine too.
I didn't know you had any calls, Dave.
What? You know,
I didn't know you had any calls on bars.
Yeah, right. You know, it just, you know.
Yeah, but they're going to
gotta stay hydrated.
That's right. Next spring, they're going to try to have a Vive Shores Club, adults only beach club. Yeah, that's going to have a private bar and hanging day beds and premium lounge seating. Let's see, on board Horizon Park is another feature they're going to try to open next spring. Let's see. They're going to try to put in loan style games, and Vicky like this. They're going to put in some pickleball courts, 9-hole mini golf course, and other half sport courts. The biggest one is the Great Tides Water Park, and that's set to open next summer. And that's going to complement what they've already got and enhance with the private island, the water park, 19 water slides. 19.
Jesus.
19?
19 water slides is what they're saying.
Can't wait to not go on those.
I mean, they're pumping some stuff out to build that Great Stirrup Cay up.
Well, you know what? Look what Law said. People would reserve the seats for everything and not show up. That's right. Where that little time factor comes in.
That's right.
What was it 30 minutes? 30 minutes. Your stuff's going to be in the towel booth and the chairs are open.
Right.
But Dave, here's the one that you will like though, and I think I would like.
Oh, come on! Open bar for people over 55. Come on, tell me.
No, but they're gonna have a lazy river, but they're calling it a dynamic river.
Dynamic, handicap. I don't give a damn what it's called.
I think they're gonna have rapid.
Wait, is that the one that's gonna have like 3 or 4 bars on it that you can stop off and tie up at?
It says immense water experience, accelerated current, it's going to be faster and more exciting than a typical lazy river.
Like I said,
I
rapids.
don't know about all that. You didn't say anything about alcohol.
Perfect day Mexico's got all the bars on it, Dave.
You're going to be going too fast to stop at the bar.
You ain't gonna have time for that, man.
Put a bar out there. So watch me stop. Bitch, I'll stand up. I don't care.
I can see him out there, Sherman. I can see him out there on the tube with a rope.
He'll be out there lassoing.
Lassoing that bar.
Dude, I'll get stopped at security getting off the plane. Sir, why do you have a grappling hook? That's why you stop at the bar in the damn lazy river.
That's right. They're also,
that's right. That's going to be Royals.
Perfect
Royals deal in Mexico, right?
Perfect day
when they got the lazy river and the bars.
Right.
Guess who just became loyal to Royal? Watch me. You know.
Hey, you see, Lot Jones says there's going to be a waterfall too.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Look, after that, they're gonna have a mini aquatic race course with jet carts.
I'm in.
Yeah, it's a combination of a go-kart and a jet ski.
You can keep the slides. I'm breaking something on that. I don't know if it's going to be a femur or a shoulder or what, but I'm breaking something on that.
Yeah, they got a ton of stuff they're putting in there.
That's would you say Norwegian? Or was that
Great
MSC?
Stir, no, Norwegian.
Great Stir Key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything that I said, the plan is to have all of it by the end of next year. A lot of it by the end of this year, but all the water park stuff is spring and summer of next year. So,
are you serious? Like by the end of 26, they're going to have all this done?
That's what they're saying.
Yeah,
that's what they're saying.
We're going there in October of 26.
Hey, most of that stuff should be there.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
So,
Eddie,
you might get
your water jet ski golf cart license because we about to get it in.
I dare say you might be one of the first ones to be able to do the jet cart.
I'll be the first one that missed the ship because I went to the hospital after riding the jet cart.
I wonder if they got a net up to keep you from going out to the ocean and running into the ship.
I don't know. If I got a jet cart and I make it out to the ocean, I'll see y'all at the house. Well, until it runs out of gas, and then I'll just catch the ship as she passes. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. But all right, I am going to the new Costa Maya. I'm still gonna call it Costa Maya, Perfect Day Mexico, whatever. I'm still going there on Royal because I want that lazy river with the bars.
There you go.
Where you can literally float down the lazy river in your tube, pull over and tie up at the bar.
At the bar.
Oh yeah. Just leave me there. Nobody bother me. No, I'll vlog a little bit that day, but not much.
Well, somebody be vlogging you, watching you get off of that to get back on the ship before it leaves.
It's gonna be Rick. It's gonna be Rick.
I've already had that in mind, Sherman. I did. I said, somebody give me a rope. I gotta bring Dave back in. We gotta get on the ship.
Yeah, that's it.
Lord.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Sherman.
Tie a rope to him and bring him on.
Yep.
The other thing,
all Rick's gonna do is he's gonna sit back and he's gonna hold his phone or his camera.
Well,
be like, Dave, give me one too. Dave, give me one too. Give me one too. Yo, look what he's doing over here.
I need content.
That depends on if they got Buffalo Trace or not.
There you go. And see, Royal Creamery has Buffalo Trace. I know that for a fact.
Oh Lord.
Well, you said that's where you got hooked on it.
Yes, sir. That's where I first got into it, man.
I might have a drunk cameraman. Sorry, the videos will still be better than mine, so it doesn't matter.
Well, then you can just blame everything on him. So no, I wasn't wobbling that much. It was him with the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. That's why my wife says I can't go to Senior Frogs anymore in Cozumel.
You know why I don't go to Senior Frogs anymore in Cozumel? Do you want to really know why? I've been there like 11 times. The bartenders and the bar managers know my name. Oh, Mr. Dave, you're back. Shit. You know, but then I can't just leave them.
Well, when I couldn't remember when I got back on the ship, I remember waking up in the ship cabin and says, how the hell I get here? My wife has, and she had that cross look on her face. So she had a tale to tell. She said she thought that for sure security's going to throw me in the slammer.
I took a buddy of mine. On a little 4-day cruise, and we got off. We went to Senior Frogs, and he was drinking those yard-long daiquiris.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Well, I know what you're talking about. He had 3 of them with a double shot in them, or a triple shot, or whatever the hell it was. So he's like, "Hey, I'm going back to the ship because I need to go to sleep." I said, "All right." So I'm watching him from the bar,
right?
And you could see right up the pier, and I'm watching him. I'm like, he's going overboard. He's going to be going over. So I lost sight of him. He got back on the ship. So I went and did a little bit of shopping and did some things and hung out. And I go back to the ship. He is knocked out in the room. Went over there and hey, man, let's go get something to eat. Yeah, I'm hungry. So we go from our room. We're going upstairs to deck 9 to the damn buffet.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Yep.
And he is bouncing. Going back and forth. Walls. You know why the stairwells are on a ship? Yeah. He's going from rail to rail. He's like, man, it's getting a little rough, huh? I'm like, yeah, it is. We were still tied up at the dock.
It's still that dock, yeah.
We were still sitting at the damn dock, and he's just like, oh, and then we got up to the buffet, and he got some food, and he looked like a damn heathen. I'm like, dude, I'm leaving. I'm gonna leave your ass right here. You're eating like a freaking caveman. Just never again, homie.
Yeah,
sorry. Love you, bro, but no.
Right there's a little shop there next to Senior. This is an international pier. I was on Allure of the Seas, and I went in there to. I always stop at this little stand out there and buy 2 bottles of Kahlua. They always have 2 bottles of Kahlua for $20. So I always buy 2 big bottles too. And so, and when I snapped 2 out of the in the room cabin later, I said, "Man, I forgot." The ship left. I said, "Man, I really want to buy those 2 bottles of Kahlua." I looked on the couch, I saw his bag went open up, and there were those 2 bottles where it says, "Okay, that's got several questions in my mind." I don't quite remember buying those 2 bottles of Kahlua. Then how the hell did I get this in the cabin past security?
Well, see, this is the thing. We were on Carnival, so it wasn't Senior Frogs. It was Fat Tuesdays.
Fat Tuesday.
It was Fat Tuesday. Yeah, because we were at the Carnival dock. But it was fun. It was fun. When I get off, if I get off the ship, like a lot of times, like cruising out of New Orleans or Texas, Cozumel is your last stop. Yeah. And the last 2 times, I was just like, I'm staying on the ship. This is my relaxation day after the cruise. Yeah. You know, I don't really go out. But if I do, I stay well the hell away from Ruby Fat Tuesdays because they all know me. You know?
My
I
wife
always
said-
like to see they last.
Yeah.
There was a girl years ago, like 2017. She was a bartender, and she kept calling me Grandpa. And the last time I went, I stopped in, and she had been a bar manager. She'd been the manager of the place for like 8 years. And I looked at her and said, I remember you. She sat there and she looked at me, and she's like, Grandpa? I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, I guess. All right. But yeah.
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 We took pictures together and everything. It was great. It was like a family reunion, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, Chris. Hey, good to see you this evening, buddy. My wife said that whenever I went through the security to come on board, they pointed me to go to that table over there to put the bottles down so they hold them for us when at the end. You know how that golf stuff goes.
You walk right past them.
Right by them. And so okay. So I went right by him up the stairs. You know, she just knew at that point I was going to wind up in the pokey.
That's funny.
Oh, now I'm banned. Donna Wade says Rick Wade banned from Senior Frogs.
So you can't go see it. What about Fat Tuesdays like he's talking about? Can you go there?
No, I have not. I have.
I think
That's one thing. Yeah. Hey, one thing about it, I had some interesting videos going up the pier. I didn't know what. I got to playing around with my camera later. Look, I said, "What's these videos?" I said, "Oh, that's I was out of it."
Yeah.
I was going. You see me walking along with the camera.
Hey, real quick. Not to disturb anybody's fun. What time is Scotty J coming on?
9:30. I put the link in the chat for people to go. Yeah, they start at 9:30, so about 5 more minutes.
5 more. Okay. I just want to make sure we ain't stepping on nobody's toes.
Oh yeah, no, we
Definitely.
good. We good.
Scotty J is a good man. I don't want to mess with him. Yeah.
Dude, that is he's gonna be down here Sunday or Monday, because they're cruising on the Glory.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
I'm
right?
like, dude, let me know when you get into town, man. I want to come out there and meet your goofy ass, or you can meet my
Glory's
goofy ass.
leaving New Orleans?
What's that?
Glory's leaving, isn't it? When Dream
yeah,
comes in, don't Glory?
No,
Dream replaces Glory, right?
I think the Dream's going to replace the Valor, because we have the
The
Liberty.
Valor. I forgot about Valor. Yeah.
We have the Liberty and the Valor. The Glory's not here.
Oh, that's right.
I think he's going on. I think he's
You
going on the
at one
Valor.
time. That's
Yeah, but it's going to be the Liberty and the Dream, and I think we still had because we had. Oh, guess I got to do some research. I think it's the Valor that's here. I think the Glory's already gone.
yeah. I think you're right. I think
Could be
you're right.
wrong.
Well, that's something you can work on for next week. Is find out what all ships you got and what's staying and that we know of right now. Anyway,
Hopefully, Carnival will let us know what's coming behind Dream. Give us more material to talk about there.
Yeah. Well, they may wind up doing like you were talking about, Vista or Horizon or something like that. They may send over there. Yeah, they may, even though they've got right now, you can book on the Vista into the spring of 27. They may go ahead and change that and move Vista over there, take it out of Port Canaveral, since Festival is going to Port Canaveral. So I mean, they're going to have to move something from there.
Yeah, they're not going to leave Galveston one big ship short. They're going to bring us
Hey,
something
let me
else.
ask you: is something is a ship I don't hear about like at all in any of the cruise news or good things or bad things? The Carnival Breeze, is it still in Galveston?
Yeah, I was going to say something about that. Breeze holds the title for number of sailings out of Galveston. It does.
I figured, and that
she's
is
been
a
here
dream
a
class.
long time.
That's a dream class ship, is it not?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I need to cruise that ship. I need to cruise that ship.
Well, hey, that's the ship I was on whenever Hurricane Harvey hit Galveston, and we was on for 7 days and it wound up being 13 days. And I like
it hurt my feelings. I mean,
yeah. One thing though, she's supposed to go in the shipyard in 27, and they announced today, I think it was, that they're canceling some more cruises around that so they can. I guess they're going to do more work on her in the shipyard. So that's a big thing here.
When I was cruising, let's see, I cruised out of Galveston. I was on the Vista at a cove balcony on Vista, and when I was going to the ship, the breeze was right behind her.
Right.
And I'm like, and not to be derogatory or anything, I was like, look at that big, beautiful bitch right there, you know?
Yeah.
And she had already had the paint job. The Vista, when I got on it, didn't have the paint job, but we had propulsion problems the whole time and hot water and you know. But anyway,
so Sherman, that may be another reason why. I mean, I like to see Vista come back, but she may not have the legs for the Gulf, and so it may be another like a Horizon or something else will come in instead of Vista. Because of that reason, her engines are just, I don't know, something about her engines that's wasn't made right. And,
how long has she been in service? Yeah, but how long has the Vista been in service?
Oh, man. She came to Galveston when she fairly new.
Right.
Yeah, she's about 15 years now, you think, Sherman?
Well, you know what? Put new power plants in it. The rest of the ship works great. Put new power plants in it.
They need to.
Take it out for another 10, 15 years, you know?
It's a good ship other than those engines, yeah. But
because when I was on it in October 3 years ago, I think.
Yep.
We had to cut port stop short.
I agree, Will.
And stuff like that.
Carnal,
I agree, Will.
This to come out in 2016.
9 years?
9 years.
Okay. I thought it seemed like she'd been that longer. Okay.
Put new
I remember
power
the first team
plants or build another one. And that's another thing. They're building these super mega cruise ships. What about ports like New Orleans and Mobile?
Right.
They can't take these great big ass ships.
Right.
All right. They're putting a dream here for a reason because cruising is getting bigger out of New Orleans. Why don't you build some newer dream class ships? You know, build some newer. What is it? Fantasy class? Oh no, what goes to Mobile? You know, the smaller ones. Why don't you build some more of those and get rid of stuff like the Triumph or the Sunrise and the Paradise, that old outdated stuff, instead of trying to revamp it, build us some new ones.
Yeah.
Smaller.
Money.
Sherman, Sherman, I hate to say it, but we're at 8:32.
Would you rather cruise on a smaller ship that's 10, 12, 15 years old, or would you rather cruise on a smaller ship that is brand new?
Right.
10, 15 years old.
Like Will said, personally, I don't think they need to be building no Ace class ships. I think they need to go back and build mid-size ships.
Yes, I agree.
Like the Dream class, like
Caribbean,
Breeze, all that size ship is a good. Most people like those size ships. It's plenty big. Even the Vista class, it's plenty big for people, and it's enough stuff on there, but it's not too crowded, too many people, and that kind of thing.
Like Royal Caribbean designed that Discovery class, you know, which is a mid-size.
The end of February, this past February, the end of February, I flew out to Galveston, and I got on the Miracle. First time I've ever been on a Miracle. Small ship.
Right.
And I absolutely loved it. Was it old? Yes. Did it need to be updated? Sure. but as far as the layout, the size, it was great. It was great, and it 2,900 passengers max.
Right.
There was no lines anywhere, and we were at max capacity.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this Scotty and them has already started, so I reckon we ought to get off of here and
right.
let everybody head over that way. When you go over there, put a hashtag Old Gray Raid. Let's see what they do.
Yes.
Say
the old man slowed you down.
That's right. We'll put in a hashtag Old Gray Raid. But
it's Colonel Bastards Raid, whatever.
That's right. We appreciate everybody coming in
tonight.
tonight.
There you go.
It. Hope y'all did got something out of it. And we'll be back. Long as the AOL signs us on next week, we'll be here. So everybody have a good night, and we'll hope to see y'all. See y'all over on Scotty J side.
Yes, sir.
See y'all later.
Good night, everybody.
Go home, folks. You heard it here first. Travel tips and fun with the best in the game. Don't forget to drop a comment, share the stream, and let's talk about it.